Right.
Why? At what age do you have to be able to
Come
fast?
closer to the microphone. Yes?
At what age do you have to be able to fast, and why do people go to Hajj?
Fast and Hajj?
At what age do people have to be to fast?
Oh, well,
And why do we have to do that?
two things. About the other fundamentals of Islamic practices, you have no question to ask? Why do you say prayers? Why do you give zakat and so on? That you have understood.
Yeah.
And why do we have to spend in the cause of Allah? That you have understood.
Yes.
Only what baffles you is the wisdom of going to Hajj and the wisdom of keeping fast. Is that right?
Yes.
But that's not right. You have not understood the significance of any of the five fundamentals. I don't know why you are asking about fast. Maybe because only about 2 months ago the month of fasting came, and people were, everywhere, Muslim Ahmadis particularly, were keeping rozas and so on and so forth. So that made you interested in this question. Is it right?
Yes.
Huh? And Hajj is about to come, when after that we'll have big Eid. Correct?
Yes.
Because I asked this counter question to indicate to the administration here that on the fundamental beliefs and the fundamental practices, Khudamul Ahmadiyya and the management of Atfarul Ahmadiyya, etc., should pay special attention and should not feel safe unless they teach their younger generations at least everything they must know about the fundamentals. You see? When I answered you in a devious way, in a long way, it was not a purpose to waste your time and my time. This is what I want to bring out. Most of the Ahmadi boys and maybe most of the Ahmadi girls have not been properly informed as to the significance of our fundamental beliefs and our fundamental practices. Correct?
Yes.
So now, having explained this, I turn to your question. The significance of fasting is a big thing to be congested in a small space of this question and answer. I have spoken during my sermons, during Ramadan, continuously, for years, on this subject, and yet I have not been able to exhaust this subject. So I advise you to have the cassettes of last Ramadan and start listening to them. If you have a video at your home, get a video and watch me and listen to me when I am explaining the significance of Ramadan to the whole world. You are a part of the same world. Why should I say all the things all over again addressing you alone or a small class here when I have already done this, when I have already attempted to explain in every possible detail the significance of Ramadan, and I have tried to express myself in such language as at least the major part of the sermon should be understood by people of all ages. So if you are really interested, then listen to those sermons. Okay? As far as the Hajj is concerned, I have again spoken on the issue of Hajj and its significance. At the time of the sermon of every Eid, during my office of Khilafat for the last 14 years. So if you can't go back to all that period, get a cassette, recorded cassette of my sermon of last Eid and the Eid before. That is the Eid, Badi Eid as we call it. Then inshallah, Your query will be answered, and I hope you'll find satisfaction in that answer. Right? Now, you nod your head in assent, right?
Yes.
But do you mean it, or just you're saying yes, yes, yes?
I mean it.
All right, when you listen to those sermons, write to me afterwards. Okay?
Yeah.
And if there are any areas which are not properly explained, which you do not understand, then write to me about them. Then I'll know that you kept your promise and you meant business. Okay? Jazakumullah.